Today I got an Erika 5-tab on my workbench. Well, the decal is almost completely gone, but it's definitely a 5-tab. It's a very cool machine. And this one is even cooler because it has a secret lever over here. But I'll talk to you about that in the review. So it's not exactly a true 5-tab because it has that extra thing. But yeah, let's take this thing apart for cleaning, shall we? So easy bit first. Let's take this ribbon cover off. Then I'm able to just get these. You can just push a little tab over here and then you can just lift these up. Other side as well. Hit a little tab, get it out. I'm just gonna put this aside, put that all the way up. Maybe I should put it on red as well. There we go. And now I should be able to just one side, other side, and lifting it out. There we go. That's the ribbon. Now, there's not a lot of bodywork I can take apart because the majority of the body is also used as the frame for all the other bits of this machine. Not the biggest issue, but let's take off what I can take off. For example, this front plate over here. There we go. No, not completely loose yet. Then I'll just there we go. That's one. Other side. This should just lift out like that. There we go. Old thick felt. Now the only thing I can do is take bits and pieces of the carriage. Now, because of this entire contraption on this side, this is the little thing you normally use, you now use to set your line spacing. On a regular Erika 5-tab or 8, it's, how do I call it, a little selection wheel with hands on it. That's been replaced by this. But it also can't move any further. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just move in a little bit closer and zoom in the right spots. Now, there you can see the spring. Now, because I can't move any further because of that spring, that's because of this black bit being in the way over here. I just can't go for the number 3 setting. So maybe it's a feature, maybe it's a flaw. I'll find out. But on another Erika, this thing moves, if I recall correctly, and this thing is now bolted on both sides. So I'm gonna remove the screws on both sides. I'm gonna remove as much as I can from the back side, and we'll see what happens. First I'm gonna disconnect the left side. There we go, let's loosen up. There we go, that's one. And then I'm moving on to the right side. Let's loosen up. I can just use this one. Let's see if this thing moves now. No, it doesn't move yet. That's a pity. Okay, no problem. That means I have to get rid of this bar as well to get the entire thing loosened up. Starting with the left side, this is a 6mm. There we go. It's off. Oops. And now on the right side, of course, it's a different size over here. Nice. On this size, it's a 4.5mm nut. I don't know why I changed the sizes of these things. I really don't. Let's loosen up. There we go. And the washer too. Just gonna grab it. There we go. And I believe I should be. Oh, no, I can't do shit and yet. But this thing is now fairly loose as well. There we go. And now I should be able to take it out completely on the other side as well. I think. Let's give you guys a top view of whatever the hell I'm doing. So this bit is loose now. Ooh. There we go. And that's that. I would like to get this bit off, so I'm gonna unscrew this screw on the screw on this side. Let's see. Let's loosen it up first. There we go. To be able to take out the entire paper table and the paper shields underneath the platen, I'm gonna try to take out the platen now. To do that, first thing you need to do on this side is remove this little screw. And on the other side, I'm gonna remove two collar screws, and that way I will be able to pull out the entire platen rod from the right side. So now I'm gonna take this one out. Little disclaimer, I already pre-soaked every screw on this machine with penetrating oil, so everything would come out easier. There we go. That's one tiny little screw, and now I should be able to take this off. There we go. That's the right bit of the platen system. Right knob. Now I need to remove that collar screw and that one, so those two. For that I'm going to need my 3.5mm. There we go. And it just pulls through, just like that. Come on. It decided to, oh, there we go, hang up on something. That's the entire platen rod. There we go, that's out. Now I should be able to remove the platen. Now, take a good look at this right side, because my experience with Erika's is that things can go boom when you take the platen out. There we go, that's the platen. Now if things do explode, this is what the system is supposed to look like on the left side of the carriage. make sure that this little spring over here is mounted below the little tooth on this forwarding ratchet. Otherwise, your return lever won't pop back into the correct place after you use it. And this is what the right side of the carriage should look like. Do note that this little spring should be hooked on this little tab over here, and it's best that you hook it up after you install the Platen, because otherwise it's just gonna loosen up again and again and again. Great, on the other side this one popped off, not a big deal. Now I should be able to take this thing out, there we go. This set rack looks a bit gnarly, so I'm also gonna take that one off. These are also 4.5mm nuts. That's one. And that's the one on the other side. Playing hard to get. There we go. Now I'm taking this off as well. There we go. That's off. Now moving on to the other side, where we have a similar screw. Did you know that taking apart typewriters and trying to get the camera and trying to keep the camera in focus is kind of difficult? There we go. Well, I think it's off. Let's see if I'm right. There we go. Now I can properly clean this gnarly set bar. Another thing I want to get off is this carriage release bar, just because it's bent and I want to try to unbend it. So let's see if it's kind of possible to get it off to start with. Oops, that's not a great start. Oh, it's already loose, that's nice. Just a shoulder screw, and now I can straighten this one out. There we go, that's good. I also would like to take care of this carriage return, see if it comes out as well. There we go. There's a nut underneath there, so that's gonna fall off probably. Loosened up enough. I can use any other screwdriver to get it out. There we go, there's the nut. Remember that thing I tied down? I think it's gonna come out now completely. Yep. Alright, that was a good idea. There we have it. That's my entire return arm. So yeah, I think that's about as far as I'm willing to go on this machine. Everything else is accessible from the bottom side, or when I shift the carriage as far as I can to the left or the right. So yeah, that's it. Time to get cleaning.